everybody, this is Matthew Movies coming at you with my review of Beauty and the Beast, the 2017 live-action remake of the classic 90s animated film. And I say it's a classic 90s animated film because everybody I know holds it up with such grandeur and thinks it's a glorious movie. But I gotta tell you, it's never been one of my favorites. Now, do I think it's a bad movie? No, not whatsoever. I think it is a very solid movie. It was very well made. I do understand how it got nominated for Best Picture. But there's one thing about it that always just irked me. I never bought the character arc of the romance between the two, the Beauty and the Beast. It always seemed to me very abrupt, where all of a sudden the Beast was just brutal to her and awful and just a rage monster, and then all of a sudden they fell in love, and the movie ends on the high and they're going to be together forever. And she was talking at the beginning of the film about wanting to have all these grand adventures and all that kind of stuff, but then it is implied by the end of the movie that they're happily ever after because they've fallen in love and they can live in that castle forever. Just the whole thing kind of always struck me as kind of her character, her emotions were kind of shoved down by this theoretical love of the Beast that I never really felt was super well earned. I know that there was moments in it that maybe have set it up to a degree, like him saving her and all that kind of stuff, but it just never really fit my view of a great telling of a love story. And then I watched this movie, and I watched it, and it was funny because I was watching it with somebody, and I kind of kept making a little bit of snide remarks here or there, being like, oh yeah, I can totally see why she loves him, kind of thing. But by the end of the movie, I feel like this one did a much better job of setting up the romance. I mean, there was a lot more moments where it kind of built up affection between the two of them. And I know that there was definitely moments in the animated movie, like the birds and all that kind of stuff, and it hit a lot, pretty much the exact same beats, but for some reason it just kind of worked better for me. And maybe it's because they were actual people, but like when he saved her, and that worked better for me. The moments where she's kind of nursing him back to health, that was more effective to me, and it mainly because I felt like the way they set it up in the live action movie, I felt like it took place maybe over a longer period of time, or at least a period of time. I don't remember the animated film long enough to be able to tell you when that happens, or even if it happens, where she's shown nursing him back to health and how long that feels like. But it felt like there was an extended period of time, at least, of that, maybe more than a day, and over that period of time I could see some affection being built up. And then there was the moment where he asks her if she could be happy there, and she says, how could anybody be happy if they're not free? I felt like that was really solid. I just felt like the romance was better set up in this movie. That aside, I felt like this movie was inferior in almost every other regard. I thought that the music wasn't nearly as good. I thought that the performances were all solid. I mean, all the voice actors did a great job, but I felt like they put more of a premium on getting name actors instead of getting good performers. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I think Emma Watson's a great actress, and a lot of the people that are involved in this movie are great actresses and actors, but their singing, it was not on par with the singing on the original film, and that to me was one of the major calling cards of this movie. I mean, I thought the only one that really worked was, I thought Josh Gad did a pretty good job singing his song about Gaston, but I thought most of the other ones just felt like kind of almost amateurish versions of the songs that you knew and loved from the original film. And I thought that was one of the major reasons why the original film was as successful as it was. So having that kind of take a little bit of a backseat in order to have some of these names come in, like Emma Thompson is obviously a fantastic actress, and Angela Lansbury is a great actress, and she's not somebody who you associate necessarily with being a great singer, but she had kind of a tone to her that was much more affectionate, I felt like, in the 90s version. And Emma Thompson's singing I thought was solid but unremarkable. It just didn't get to me on the same level. And I thought some of the effects, most of the effects were really well done, but I felt like some of the rules were kind of all over the place. Like, for instance, when they play the Be Our Guest song, it seems like the room that they're in seems to expand and decrease with whatever they need to do for the effect, the visual that they're showing on screen, and that didn't really work for me all that great. And the added on song was one that I found to be kind of underwhelming. It was great to see Kevin Kline again, because I just think he's just a phenomenal actor, and I wish he did more, along with his wife in real life, Phoebe Cates. So that was really cool. She wasn't in it, but he is, and so that was really cool to see. I felt like this movie was a bit of a mixed bag. I enjoyed it overall. I enjoyed the experience of watching it. I had my daughter in my lap watching it with me, cuddling up and having a good time, but it just didn't quite work for me. So those are my thoughts on Beauty and the Beast. Let me know in the comments below what you think, if you loved it, if you hated it, if you're something in the middle like myself. Other than that, please hit that like button, hit that share button, because it's much more likely that other people will come and check out this video, which is something I would absolutely be appreciative of, because I love talking to people about movies. Other than that, if you are new here, you just haven't done it yet, please hit subscribe, hit that notification bell to let you know when I put out something new, and you can come and check it out and join up the conversation. Other than that, have yourself a good day.